Hi everyone, my name is Dennis, and this is part 3 to my quick start guide for my app called GridTracks. And GridTracks is essentially a double entry bookkeeping app that uses the accrual-based method. Right, so basically part 1 of the tutorial was about the general ledger and general journal. Part 2 was about the balance sheet, income statement, the preparing for the next accounting period, as well as exporting to Excel. And the demo that I made, which is sort of like a quick start guide, I guess, covered both part 1 and part 2 in one video. And so this video is for both sort of branches that I made, and it's for the cash sales receipt. Right, so what is the purpose of a cash sales receipt? Well, it's used to show that a cash payment has been made, or its equivalent, and it kind of just breaks down like, well, what was the price, how many were bought, were there any discounts, how much tax was paid, and how much did the customer pay through the tax for the cash sales receipt. Right, so I'm just gonna open up my GridTracks file here, which is July 2021 at GDT, which represents sort of this journal that I've made over the course of July. And there's two ways to add a cash sales receipt. The first one is when you're adding a new transaction. You can always come down here and check this button off, and it will open up a pane that allows you to enter information about the receipt. And of course, if you uncheck it, then it goes away. But you can also edit a transaction, like maybe this one right here, and through the editing, I can also add a cash sales receipt, and it shows up here. So this one I'm interested in doing because I bought some cupcake ingredients from Stock Foods, and I guess it's a payable account, but I'll still put a receipt there anyway. So I'm gonna do bought food from Foods Incorporated. Right, and I'm gonna do, well, I guess the amount has been paid. I'm actually gonna switch this over to bank so that it makes more sense, but, right. So basically, I'm gonna say bought food from Stock Foods Incorporated. Let's see, maybe I bought flour by the pound. Of course, this also works with services, so you can do like, maybe instead of pound, you could do like by the hour or by the day and such, or by the minute even. Quantity, let's do a 50 pounds at $2 a pound. I'm also going to add some butter. So I'm going to do 1 stick cup each. Right, I'm going to buy maybe 25 at $5. And maybe just for fun, I'll buy sugar by the pound too. Let's do 50 pounds of sugar, again at 2 pounds. And now the subtotal is $3.25. Now let's do a discount. So the discount allows you to change both the label of the discount as well as the amount. So for example, like if you were to do like a flat fee discount here, and maybe we'll do $75, right? So like it shows up here as a flat fee discount, but I could also come here and rewrite this to percentage based. And like I can write whatever I want. It's just that like, that way like if I'm doing a percentage based or a flat fee based or a volume based, I can modify the label here so that it reflects that. So now it says percentage based, but I'm gonna undo that and bring it back to flat fee because that's what I prefer. And all right, so the subtotal after discount is $250, and I'm gonna add some tax information. So I can choose between percentage based or flat fee based. I'm gonna go with percentage based. So harmonized, so I'm in Canada, so harmonized sale tax at 13% in Ontario at least. So I'm gonna write 13 here, and now my total is $292.25. And so I don't want to fix this anymore. So I'm actually going to adjust these values so that they match. So 292.25. And also I'm going to credit bank. I'm going to credit bank by 292.25. Right. And so even though like I made sure that these posts match with the cash sales receipt, I can actually like basically assign any number, like they don't have to match up. So I could have put like 300 here, and it would still allow me to accept the change. It just wouldn't make as much sense. But like GridTracks will not enforce making sure that the total here is equal to the total here. You can like, it can be different and you can still submit it. It's just that you might want to be a little bit careful. And I guess I forgot to mention the amount paid. So I'm gonna say like I paid everything to Stock Foods. So I'm just gonna do this. And now everything's good to go. I can do right here. So I'm good for the month maybe. And so, yeah, now I'm done. I can actually still preview here. So I can preview. and it shows up like this. But what's really nice is that once I've accepted changes and it's been submitted to my general journal, I can actually see it by clicking on this guy right here while I'm in my general journal. It should be right by the description line, but it also shows up in my general ledger as well. So if I go to the ingredients expense, I can see that it shows up here, and I can click on that to see it. And I've also noticed that because bank is also a factor, it's been credited. I can go to my bank, and I can also see the description, the cash sales receipt here as well. Right. So the thing to note is that if you were to export to Excel, the cash sales receipt will not show up, unfortunately, because I don't really know how to fit it into like already the number of pages that exist. So if you do want to look at over your cash sales receipt, you're gonna have to come to the GridTracks document to actually look at it. Right. So that is basically all there is to the cash sales receipt. After watching all these 3 tutorials, you're basically good to go with GridTracks. And of course, I'm going to make another series sort of going from everything from like what is an asset, liability, owner's equity to like debiting and crediting. So that's more of an in-depth tutorial, and that will be coming up a little bit later. Anyways, thanks for watching. I hope you have a great day. Bye.